Welcome to Guns and Gear Network, everyone. Appreciate you tuning in. Today we're going to discuss campfire games for your camping and overlanding trips. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. So today we're going to discuss games that you can take with you camping, overlanding, whatever, with your family or kids, or maybe you are doing deer camp with your buddies or something, and you are looking for ways to entertain yourself or your, like I said, family or kids. So that's the good thing about getting away. We kind of, in those environments of camping or whatever and overlanding, we kind of get away from the norm, right? We get away from the cell phones and all the electronics and so forth, and we kind of detune all that out and hopefully kind of recharge our batteries, if you will. So there's some cool games that are out and about. I'm just going to go over a few of them today that you may want to look at to grab to be able to take at, again, camping or overlanding or something. So I'll kind of go over them a little bit one by one, and there's other things available. Just kind of research them around. So you got something like this. This is a checkers set, and it actually comes with like a little, this is a little bulky. If you're overlanding or car camping, that would be fine. But this right here is an oversized. This mat is actually kind of like a rug. So that's kind of cool. It's big or whatever. You can throw it on a table, picnic table or something like that at your local camp. And it's got these oversized pieces, which is kind of cool. So you got something like that. You've got basic cards, playing cards. There's hundreds and hundreds of games, and what I suggest is maybe downloading. There's a couple, or you can buy a book on Amazon or something. There's books about card games, and there's hundreds of them, literally. So I mean, it's endless of the games that can be played with a basic set of cards. Now, one thing I would suggest, if you're buying cards for camping or whatever, buy some that are plastic. Now, I bought, these are Kem cards, K-E-M. They're a little pricey, and then I have these Copag cards here. They're a little pricey, but it says 100% plastic playing cards. I was at my local Walgreens, I believe, the other day, and in there, they usually have like an end cap or something very similar, a hanging rack with a bunch of cards on it. They did have plastic playing cards. You're going to pay a little more for them, but they're going to hold up to the weather because there's a lot of moisture involved a lot of times, even if it's not raining, just at night and things like that, and you're going to have a lot of your items exposed to that moisture, which wreaks havoc on things like like paper playing cards. So get you a nice set. Go ahead and spend the money on a nice set. I'll show you these Copags. You're looking at probably, I don't know, $16 to $18 for a set of these. I can get them on eBay, Amazon, whatever. So you've got these two here, come in two different colors. They do that. These are designed mostly for playing poker and whatever. So if you're at your deer camp with your buddies, something like this would work. Dice, simple dice games. These right here is a set of dice. I haven't even opened them yet. This dice game here is based on playing cards. So you can roll the dice to make hands or whatever. Just something I threw over here. Some regular dice, play different type games. You can go to the dollar store. This right here is a neat little thing. It's a little travel thing you can play in the car, something for your kids. It has these little different color push pin style playing pieces that coincide with these little holes. And I'll show you that. So they don't move, they don't fall off. So in other words, when you're traveling and things like that, that's how they work. So this right here obviously is checkers. And yeah, I don't know if you can play chess with this or not, but you get my point. Is you can find these little travel games like this at the local, I think I found these at Dollar Tree, actually is where I found them. So you can find something like that that's pretty neat. And if you lose, a couple pieces and have to buy a new one, it's not at the end of the world because it cost you $1. So then it's got a spot over here for the other pieces like that. But there you go, got that. Yahtzee. Yahtzee's fun. Matter of fact, we played a game of Yahtzee as a family the other day. This right here is the kind of Yahtzee on the go. It's the smaller version. So everything fits in this nice little can here. Got your playing dice. It has these cards, Yahtzee on the go. See that? Probably reflecting off the light. I apologize. But it's just like the real size big game. It's just a miniature version is all it is. And it got your playing instructions or whatever there. So something like that's easy to keep around camp without taking up a lot of space. And it does have this little carrying screw on top canister there. Uno is fun for kids. You can't really play Uno with regular playing cards, so get yourself, they do make waterproof these. I saw those maybe for like playing around a pool environment is kind of what they're thinking, but you know, they do make plastic ones of these. I saw the other day maybe at I think my local Walgreens. So Uno cards. If not, if you're going to have cards that are paper, make sure you store them in something like this Ziploc bag here. Just keep them sealed up really nice and tight. Water, you know, keep them waterproof, keep some of the moisture out. But Uno, kids love playing that, even adults. You can go as far as buying something like this. This right here I bought off of eBay back some time ago. It is a little poker set. So this right here obviously is more for adult games than kids, but you could figure out something with kids if you wanted to, I guess, and using the pieces. But I also printed off, because a lot of people want to argue at poker, I found. People say, oh, that's not right or whatever, and half the time people don't know what they're talking about. So I went ahead and printed off some poker instructions of how to play the game, some rules and stuff, and I stuck it in this Ziploc bag here. And that way, if there's ever a debate on whoever won or the hand or a certain rule or something, you'll have it on hand here. But this set here, this right here is one of the World Series of Poker branded ones. It comes, I think this one has 200 chips, and then I stuck a deck of cards in here. Right here comes with it, and that sort of thing. But yeah, just a nice little poker set. I think I got, this was used when I bought it, but I think I paid, it's like less than $15, including shipping to my door. How the guy sold it that cheap, I don't know, because it weighs a lot. So I'm sure he paid quite a bit of that in just shipping. But you can find these little cheap poker sets. I would recommend 200 to 300 chips at the minimum. That's kind of where you want to be, unless, you know, if you get a crowd of like 5 guys, you're probably going to go ahead and need at least 300 to 500 chips. And you can buy the little cheap poker chips, and they usually come in a little cardboard box. You can buy those at your local Walgreens, Walmart, you know, places like that. I'm trying to I think it's Bicycle that makes those, but they're real lightweight, they're real chintzy, but they'll work in a pinch, and they're very lightweight. You could just store them in a Ziploc bag because they don't come in any kind of carry case or anything like this. They just or just plain chips. Now, they don't weigh near as much as these, because these are pretty heavy, to be honest with you. But these handle much better while you're playing. They don't roll all over the place and fall over the place quite as bad as those others, because they're so lightweight. But anyway, guys, get creative with your thinking when it comes to figuring out some things to entertain yourself around camp. This right here can pass a lot of hours at night, especially. You know, when things, not a lot of activity going around, and you're just kind of enjoying yourself at camp, whether it be somebody's, you know, cooking up a meal and we're going to eat, and then afterwards going to play some games or whatever. But anyway, guys, just wanted to pass this along in case you hadn't thought about it. Just some quick things you can grab that's not overly expensive to take on your camping, overlanding, and hunting trip, you know, your deer camp type setups when you go hunting. But anyway, guys, appreciate you tuning in. If you got any questions, post those below. If you got any suggestions for some games like this that you found that's works well for you guys that you've tried at your camp, be sure to share that with us. That's always helpful. And as always, guys, like, share, and subscribe. We'll bring you another video shortly. Have a great day.